Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Rendi Firmansyah, and I will answer some question from second oral test. Jihad is an Arabic word which literally means striving or struggling, especially with a praiseworthy aim. In an Islamic context, it can refer to almost any effort to make personal and social life conform with God's guidance, such as struggle against one evil inclination, proselytizing, or efforts toward the moral betterment of the Muslim community. It is most frequently associated with war. There is no place for terrorism in Islam, and that suicide bombings are flagrant contradiction of the Quranic injunctions. Suicide bombings are equivalent to killing oneself, and this is extremely forbidden in Islam. Jihad an-nafs, jihad against oneself, and jihad as-shaitan, jihad against Satan, are obligatory upon everyone who is accountable. Jihad against the munafikin, hypocrites, kuffar, disbelievers, and leaders of oppression and innovation is obligatory upon the community as a whole. Jihad an-nafs, jihad against oneself, is of four kinds: striving to learn the teaching of Islam, without which one cannot attain success and happiness in this world or in the hereafter. B. Striving to make oneself act in accordance with what one has learned. C. Striving to call others to Islam, teaching those who do not know about it. D. Striving to bear patiently the difficulties involved in calling people to Allah and the insults of people, bearing all that for the sake of Allah. Jihad as-shaitan, jihad against Satan, is of two types. A. Warding off the doubt that Satan stirs up to undermine faith. B. Striving against Satan to ward off the corrupt desires that he provokes. Jihad against the munafikin, hypocrites, and kuffar disbelievers is of four kinds: with the heart, the tongue, one's will, and oneself. Jihad against the leader of oppression and innovation is of three kinds: jihad with one's hand, physical jihad, fighting, if one is able. If that is not possible, then it should be with one's tongue, by speaking. If that is not possible, then it should be with one's heart, by hating the evil and feeling that it is wrong. Under certain conditions, anticipatory self-defense, only the head of a Muslim state, a ruler or caliph, is allowed to declare jihad. The opponent must always have started the fighting. It must not be fought to gain territory. It must be launched by a religious leader. It must be fought to bring about good, something that Allah will approve of. Every other way, solving the problems must be tried before resorting to war. Innocent people should not be killed. Women, children, or old people should not be killed or hurt. Women must not be raped. Enemies must be treated with justice. Wounded enemy soldiers must be treated in exactly the same way as one's own soldiers. The war must stop as soon as the enemy asks for peace. Property must not be damaged. Poisoning well is forbidden. The modern analogy would be chemical or biological warfare. 6. A person who suffers or dies deliberately for the sake of affirming the truth of a belief system